here. I've got some food, so we'll be eating on camera. I haven't had much to eat today, so it's a good thing to get a meal in when you can, when working on these big projects like this. But I hope you all are having a fantastic evening. I know that now we got the I'll actually wait for more people to come in, but you know what? If you see from the title of this, you'll know that we got the T5 swap in. We drove it, and you know it drove. It drove fairly decent, but still need to do a little more to it. There's just one modification that I already touched up on, so to make it so that it'll be better, because I was having an issue with the geometry of the clutch fork. The clutch fork wasn't long enough. So basically what happens is when a clutch fork is not long enough, it will feel really stiff, and it's just not quite right. Similar to like if you have like a very stiff clutch in your car or something like that, it feels almost like a racing clutch. It feels kind of like that. Or like a semi-truck clutch, except for worse because it was kind of notchy too. So yeah, we extended the fork out, and that should work out well. I just got some food because I was really hungry. So, but I am coming up on some other things though that are wrong with the car, because like I've had issue with the taillights in the car. I don't know what exactly is causing it. I took them apart, couldn't really find the issue. I noticed that one of them was actually because I was driving behind my own car, and one of the lights was hanging like that, so I need to address that as well. I need to reseal them. And also need to figure out why I don't have brake lights right now. Because I just don't, like, I press the brakes, I have nothing out back. So it's like, what is going on? I don't know. Like, those LED sequentials are so cool, but man, have they been a pain in my ass lately. Like, I don't understand it. But aside from the clutch pedal giving us a little bit of issues, the car actually drove pretty good, although it wasn't running quite right, but I think it was getting a vacuum leak. And that was from the from where it should have been a PCV, but it wasn't. I did something a little different and regret it. So I'll have to actually put in a proper PCV system, because all it was doing was causing a vacuum leak. So sorry, I'm just really hungry. I need to eat. So because it's been quite a few hours, but yeah, because like last I spoke to y'all, drive shaft was too long, so we had to shorten it, and which I did. I got it shortened, so that's good. You know, and I shortened it enough, but 8 3/4 works just as well, and it's no big deal. And the guys there, they did a really quick turnaround of it. It was less than 24 hours of me dropping it off to me getting it back. It's all painted black. It's nice. It's wonderful. So I have a few different colors underneath my car now, because I have red on the differential cover. I have red on the transmission cross member, which I don't think you guys. You may have seen that in the video. I'm not sure yet. And I also have, you know, the black drive shaft, and then just the surface rust underneath. So it's quite a few different colors under there. but it is fun. Like, driving that thing with a stick was really fun. It's just, the clutch was not giving me the enjoyment that I needed, so, like I mentioned, we are adjusting that. Keith fabricated a little thing to extend the clutch fork enough so that, because the geometry was just off, so I just needed to extend it out. It's about an inch and a half. An inch and a half, somewhere in there. So, it hopefully works out good. I have 2 different adjustments on it now, so that'll work. And then I have so he welded it on, and then I ground it, not perfectly smooth, to be honest, like not my best grind job in the world, but I was just like, you know what, I'm just hungry and whatever, I'll just throw this together. I don't really care what it looks like at this point. I just want to drive this car, you know? But she is shaping up to be really good. Like, driving her, even with the vacuum leak, and even with the clutch being kind of weird like that, she pulls pretty good now, with that 5-speed. And now, I will say, she's going to have a little more power right now because the exhaust at the moment is just the manifold and downpipe, and that's it, because we had to cut it. So, hopefully tomorrow we can get that fixed. And hopefully, yeah, like, shouldn't be a problem. So, fingers crossed on that. But other than that, you know, we're basically done. I did discover something about the interior though, like, so we put a tilt column in it just because it's a nice little upgrade. I was gonna have intermittent wipers, but my plugs were different than what the intermittent wipers were, so I went back to my old wiper switch, which is, you know, it is what it is. I'm not too upset about it. It's just like, man, I was looking forward to that because, like, that's the one thing of intermittent wipers. It's like such an adult thing to want, you know? But it's fine. Like, I love my car the way it is, and whatever else, and it's fine. And now she has tilts, but the interior plastics, I was trying to modify, and I could not get them to fit no matter what, because the tilt columns, turns out, are a little thicker. So I didn't know that. And so I basically ruined a good piece of interior by grinding on it, which is very rare because it's the pewter. But, oh well. What can you do? I know somebody would go absolutely ballistic if I told them that. He's a guy who's trying to build a similar spec to my car, like when it was new, because he wants to do like the same gray as my interior, the same gray exterior, and the inline six, which because he had that car back in the day. So, so good. Oh, my drive shaft's fine now because, like, I had to get it shortened, so that's all good. The problem we're having right now, which hopefully we've already addressed, because went for the first test drive of the car and was having an issue with the pedal engagement on the clutch. And basically, between what Keith said and then I bounced ideas off of Roy Marco's Garage here on YouTube, and basically came out to the clutch fork was not long enough. So extended that out, and we'll go for another test drive later. Like, I might just do it on my own because it's not a big deal. And yeah, we'll go from there. So, but I still need to get the tail lights properly functional because I don't have brake lights right now. It's bizarre. Those LEDs, they're really cool with the sequentials and everything, but man, do they just give me problem after problem. So I don't know what I'm going to do with those. Because what I might do, I might just go and say screw it, and for the I might take those LEDs out and then just put regular bulbs back in until I can figure out how to make these work properly, because I am just striking out on, like, because I keep troubleshooting these month after month and still nothing. And I should contact Travis, who actually built them for me, and see what he suggests, because I am clueless. Because like I press the brakes now and I have no lights out back, so I don't know. Like, and I've been fighting these taillights for quite a while. But it is what it is. I'll figure out something. So good. It's just one of those deals. Where when you have these project cars and you do all this custom work and whatever, stuff will never like fully work as intended. Not, or at least not all the time, right? You got to make adjustments and modifications to stuff, and that's what we've been doing with this project the entire time. And it's been quite the project. I can feel that Keith is starting to just resent this damn thing. But like, it hasn't been too bad. Like, there's been a couple of things that have bit us in the ass, but really not too bad. And now, like, for people, if they wanted to do this swap on their Fox Body, if you have the correct bell housing, like not the old school bell housing, but the other bell housing that was actually for the manual inline sixes with a clutch cable, the swap would be so much easier. Like, just so much easier. And yeah, they are, because like trying to chase it down, I'm not sure what's causing it. And now I wasn't the one that technically wired them in; that was Roy. But they were working really good when he installed them. They were just I just had the panels in the wrong way, and the speed is too quick. I still can't figure out how to turn them down, the speed, so it actually cycles through its thing way too quick, so it actually doesn't light up all the bulbs, but I don't know. And like, there's supposed to be this little very tiny dial on there that only turns like 270 degrees to quicken or slow down the how they actually, because like the sequential taillights, how they work, you have an LED board, or even non-LEDs, but usually LEDs, and one will start up, like, so you have like 3 panels on your taillights, let's say, and one of them will go, the next one will go, the next one will go. It's great. Oh, hey, Shortcut Garage. Yeah, it's one of those deals where, I mean, but if you've ever done like custom work on cars, you realize that stuff is not going to go as planned all the time. And so, like, yeah, the issue, it's not a huge issue. I think Keith is sick and tired of working on this car. And I mean, I'm just so excited to work on the car, whatever else. It doesn't bother me that it's, having some issues. And like, and this issue wasn't even that major. You can still drive the car. It was just the clutch like the clutch pedal engagement was poor, very poor, because of the geometry of the clutch fork. So we just extended it out a little bit, and hopefully that'll do it. We'll see. We have 2 adjustments, so I'm going to try the first one, go out, and then get the other one and do it too. Because like, one thing is, like, when I'm done eating here, which this is the last piece, and then I still got some pop here, and after I chat with you guys a little more, I'm going to head back out there, and I'm going to put the everything back in place. let it down off the lift, and just press the clutch or pedal to see if it's fixed, right? If it's better. And then if that one doesn't work, I've got one more adjustment I can make for another hole, which is about, like, not even half an inch over, but still, it's enough to where hopefully it should work. So, you know, but yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, with that, and then the electrical issues with the taillights, I've been fighting that for months, and I don't know where to go with that, and I might just drive home, like, I might just take them out, reseal the taillights, and put regular bulbs back in until I can figure out those LEDs. Because I don't know. Like, and I'm not a whiz with electrical either. I to be honest, electric stuff with me, I usually shy away from it. But this one's just been such a pain in the ass, and I don't get why. I wish I did. Because I don't know, maybe it's in the brake switch itself or something. I don't know. Truly. Because it could just be the brake switch. Because right now, when I press the brakes, the taillights go out completely. So there is something. Maybe there's an overload in the circuit or something that's causing that. I don't know. It's not blowing a fuse though. So we'll see. You know, it's one of those deals where I wish I knew more about wiring, because then I could probably figure this out easier. And if you're wondering, like, my hair's a mess and whatever else, I've been working in the shop all day, so. Well, on and off in the shop, because we take a lot of breaks during this. Like, most people, they could probably get this done in less than a week. And we're at, like, day 10 now, I think. Day 11, something like that, I'm not sure. Of total of doing this swap. You know, but there's been some nice surprises though, like this bell housing and tin that we got down in. So there's a wrecker in Tilly, Alberta that deals in mostly classic cars. He does have some modern stuff, but not much, and it's a no crush yard. So that place, and he's even got like some old Civics and like Celicas and Supras. He's got literally anything you can think of is probably in there. He's got old Mopars in there too, so you know. And it's a yard where yeah, you can go out and you can pick stuff, whatever. There's actually a video on the channel about not going through the entire yard, but through the Ford section and a little bit of the Japanese and British. So. I did want to go back there though, and not only just see what else is there, because like there was some stuff that I would be interested in even owning. Like there was it was a Mazda pickup from the 70s, so it wasn't the Ford Courier, or maybe it was a Ford. No, it actually apologies. It was actually a Ford Courier, which is super cool. You don't really see them, and it didn't look to be in bad shape. And I'm like, why is it in here, and like he will sell full cars apparently, so maybe in the future we'll see, we'll see. But yeah, it's one of those deals, right? That, and it's a decent truck. Like from here, it's about 3.5, 4 hours from here in Edmonton. From where I live, it's only about yeah, actually, it's closer to like 5 hours from here. What am I talking about? And then here in Edmonton, or when if my brain can work here, from where I live in Sundre, it's only like 3.5 hours, so it's not too bad for that. But it's one of those deals where yeah, it's something I would like to do in the future. go back there, film some more. You know, get into the Mopar section and film all that because I love my Mopars. I really do. And go into the GM and just do an entire round sort of trip of that whole deal. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But actually, because I should get back out there and keep working on the car and see what I can come up with stuff. So, anyways, thank you all for coming out and chatting with me for a bit. I definitely appreciate you all, and yeah, I look forward to seeing y'all in the comments soon. Bye!